Hello everyone, it's Nightwoods here on Rayman Legends, and we're going to play the daily challenges. So the first one we have for tonight is a dojo, and we'll be collecting as much as we can in 1 minute. It's 397 for the gold, or more than 600 for the diamond. Okay, well, given how high the diamond is, and that it's very rare that I get over 600 on this kind of challenge, I think we can say the diamond is quite unlikely. So, I mean, I'm sure we'll get the gold without too much trouble. Let's just see what we can get. So, as always, we have 2 challenges to do today. We've got 2 daily challenges. We've got a daily challenge, which is what we're doing right now. And then we've got a daily extreme challenge to do, which is what we'll do next. Sorry about my absence over the last few days. I had a few difficulties actually. I did play them, but I just could not focus at all for some reason. I was basically playing like it was April Fool's Day, and it wouldn't have made a good video. Just couldn't get into it at all. Just couldn't focus. So, try and do a bit better today, and there we go. We have actually just got quite an easy gold cup there. We had about 20 seconds to spare. So, depending on what screens are coming up, we'll see if we can get the diamond as well. Oh, we're not actually far from the diamond. What's the next screen? Okay, finishing that one is going to be a push. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get another... Definitely not getting another 33. In fact, that might actually be my new record for the highest ever first attempt score that I've ever got on a dojo 60 seconds. And to be honest, I think I'm quite happy with that score, actually. I only made a few minor mistakes, so I think we'll just say that that's the first challenge done very quickly. I'm just going to take that. I mean, I probably could get 586, but there's no point in improving by 6 when I need to improve by over 30 for the diamond, so I'm going to take that and move on. Okay, so moving on to the extreme challenge very quickly. We have a land livid dead, and we're looking to go as far as we can. It's 1100 meters for the... Sorry, it's 1100 meters for the gold, or it's 8 kilometers for the diamond. 8 kilometers if we go that far, provided we don't do anything silly on previous attempts, is probably going to take about 10-11 minutes. So, well, given that we got through the daily challenge very quickly, in theory we should have that amount of time. I got through the weekly dojo very quickly as well. I think that one, I actually got about 23 seconds on first try. I saw that I was not going to get anywhere near the diamond, and that was just a 250 lums challenge. I just collect 250 lums as fast as I can. And that one I also got the score I was happy with on first try, and that might be the quickest I've ever done a challenge. I just did one shot, happy with what I got, and left it at that. It's quite nice when you get them done so quickly. We have also still got the weekly extreme challenge to do, which is a Murphy's Dungeon distance. It's now Friday, and I still haven't done it yet, so we'll make sure that that's done before the end of the week. And the question is this going to be the one time that I play sensibly in a Murphy's Dungeon distance? That's the question that we've been asking, or that I've been asking rather, each time I introduce the challenge, although I haven't actually played the challenge yet. Okay, so right around there, was that the goal? It was somewhere around 1100 meters. Well, we're on 1200 meters now, so we can be certain that we've got the gold cup. So, onwards we go, see if we get the diamonds. Depends really on whether I do anything silly or not. So yeah, will this be the one time I play a Murphy's Dungeon sensibly? Because I did start getting some slightly better scores than I had been getting in the past. I think the best I've got on this platform is about 4.5 kilometers. On the PS3 I did once go about 10 times that distance. Actually no, it would be 9 times that distance because it was 41 kilometers. It was somewhere between 41 and 42. So, in order for the Murphy's Dungeon to go well, I think we need definitely need some topic to keep us going while we play the challenge, I think. What will be the topic? Well, get your questions going. Get your questions in the comments if you've got any. Or it can be on any topic. If you guys haven't got questions, then well, that's fine, because that means I'll have to choose something, which I am sure I can quite easily do. Okay, so we've got quite a long way to go for the diamond. I mean, I can go 8 kilometers, of course. It's just, I can do it, it's just, a matter of keeping my focus for that long. So yeah, the last 2 days I just have not been with it at all. I don't quite know why. I haven't even really got any excuse for it. I couldn't really get the commentary going, I couldn't play properly. So I just decided, take a bit of a break, come back, and we'll do it all better. I mean, if I overplay this game, I think if anyone overplays it, they eventually get burnt out. So, have to be sensible to try and avoid burnout from happening. So I'll try and talk actually a little bit about what I'm doing while I get through this, because I think that does seem to be interesting for a lot of people, especially the people that maybe are not quite as experienced of this challenge. But usually when I start talking about what I'm doing and demonstrating sensible playing is usually when something very silly happens. Alright, we're halfway there. We're halfway there, boys and girls. So this challenge, really, I think it's a fast-paced challenge. I think it's the fastest paced of the 5 distance challenges. And I think it's just about muscle memory and timing, really. So this one... Okay, that was a little bit iffy, but I kick as soon as I hit the first bumper, and that's just so that I can do it a bit more controlled. There is another route to get through that, which we'll talk about a bit later. But I don't like it. It requires you to be very precise with your timing, and I find it more difficult, which is why I don't do it. You'll notice that some bumpers I hit and some bumpers I avoid. And you'll also notice that actually, because the obstacles are just repeating themselves, getting through this challenge really is just second nature to me now. I mean, I'm fairly... you could almost say that I'm doing this on autopilot. I would say this is borderline autopilot, what I'm doing right now. I mean, I'm able to hold a conversation with someone, well, with myself, basically, while playing this challenge. I'm having a conversation with myself while I play this. Whether I could have a conversation with somebody else while I play this, that is another matter. Maybe that could be like a special thing that we could do. But then we'd need one of you guys to volunteer for that. Can Nightwoods hold a conversation with one of you while playing this challenge? But that would depend if anybody is up for that. I think Dav probably would be. Well, that depends on whether or not he's gone to beddy buys by the time I start recording. It also depends on, I guess it's the same question for you guys as well. What time do you all go to bed? What time do you guys go to sleep? I tend to go quite late. I go to bed quite late and get up quite late normally. It's just the way I am, and I've tried to change it in the past and it just doesn't really seem to work. I just always seem to end up going to bed late and getting up late. I think ideally I'd like a world that spins a little bit more slowly. I think 24 hours for me is just not quite long enough. I think the speed that Mars spins at is very close to the speed that Earth goes. It's very slightly slower. I think a day is about 25 or 26 hours. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. I think it's 25, but I'd have to check that. Somebody's sending me invites to a game. And I think that would actually suit me better, because that way I could probably go to bed. Somebody's sending me a load of invite. I could go to bed for 8 hours and then stay awake for 17 hours. And I think that would actually suit me perfectly fine. It's like my rhythm just seems to last longer than 24 hours. It seems to last about 26 or even 27 hours. Which I think is what makes me the way I am. It's a very Nightwoods thing to be. A lot of people sending me messages while I'm doing this. Okay, we're very close to the diamond, so let's not mess this up here. That would be tragic if we messed up here and then opened up the game tomorrow and found that I'm one rank off the diamond, which was happening a lot at one point. There was one point where I think I was one rank off the diamond in about 4 challenges in a row. It happened. Okay, so actually, alright, so I think the diamond is actually right around here. Okay, I think we're now... We're in diamond territory now. It's not guaranteed I'll keep it if I end the run here. But certainly we're in the territory where it's very possible that I'll get it. Will we get 10 kilometers today? So yeah, essentially this video is just going to be, it's just going to be like a land distance video with a bit of bonus footage at the start. That is essentially what this video is going to turn out to be, because obviously like the vast majority of the time I've spent on this game today has been on this challenge, seeing as we got the other challenge done very quickly. Oh, it's nice to have one day where I play sensibly. Okay, well I think now we're actually quite far above the diamond. We've probably got about 1.5 kilometers beyond it, so I think now I'm definitely far more likely to get a diamond than a gold, even if the run ends here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy actually with what I've got today. I think whatever we get from here is definitely just going to be additional icing on the cake. Or pudding after the main course. Okay, 10 kilometers today. So yeah, I can definitely have a conversation with myself while I play this, provided that I don't run out of things to say to myself. Yeah, that's just because I've been doing this, I guess, enough that I'm used to everything. It's really about not mistiming anything. Now at some point I think there's a bit of a glitch that starts where you can get stuck to walls, but at this stage you can just jump out of it. It's later on when it's at 30 kilometers when there's another glitch where you get stuck to the wall and you have to do something quite advanced to get out of it. Something I'm not entirely sure what it is because, I mean, given the way that I normally play on this game, I don't tend to worry too much about what happens at 30 kilometers because, well, it's never been very relevant. At least for about a decade it hasn't been. And I don't suppose, well, I don't know if it ever will be or not. Who knows, maybe today will be the day. Okay, I had a bit of a lapse of concentration there. That could have ended the run, but I managed to stop myself. Okay, so maybe that's a sign. I don't know. I think I just temporarily stopped thinking. I just had a momentary lapse there, but luckily I got it back quickly enough that it didn't end the run, and we're still going. I didn't look to see what the top 10 was, because maybe today might be my chance to get in it. Oop. Okay, got through that. That's fine. Slightly mistimed it. But at least there's some margin for error, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, 14 kilometers. Oop. I meant to kick before the bumper, not after. But that's okay. 15 kilometers. All right. I'm playing like a grown-up tonight. Like a sensible grown-up, of course, because obviously there's a lot of grown-ups in the world who are not very sensible at all. I'm sure we know. And on April Fool's Day, I always seem to be one of them. We could go for a 16.66, or we could just keep going and see what happens. I think I've just let fate decide what's happening tonight. That's literally all I'm doing here, because we didn't actually need to go this far, and certainly don't need to go any further. But I'm just seeing what fate has for us. Somebody's sending me invitations again, and I would rather he didn't do that while I'm trying to play this. Another one. Okay, that's about 6 invitations to the same game I've just got. And another one. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of this. I'm going to have to turn off notifications. And I've just missed another invitation. I've just missed the 16.66 kilometers as well. I got distracted by the invitation. Oops. No, I'm not going to play Fall Guys. I haven't even got it. And another one. You absolute muppet. And for once, I'm not actually saying that about myself. No, I am a sensible grown-up, the way that I've been playing this challenge. And I give myself credit. I think, actually, even if I died now, I'd still be happy that I think I've played this challenge very sensibly today, to have got this far. And I give myself credit where it's due. This is the furthest I've ever gotten on the PS4. In any challenge, actually, in any distance challenge, and I give myself credit for it. I'm proud of myself. And yeah, just going to see what fate does for us. I'd be amazed if anybody's actually even still watching the video at this point. I mean, this has been a bit repetitive, obviously, for the last 17 kilometers, so I totally understand if anybody has just skipped through a lot of this. I probably would if I was watching somebody else's video like this. Maybe we should do that next time. I'm wondering if there's anybody who wants to just have a random conversation about whatever you like while we play this challenge, and then we put that on YouTube. Maybe this is your chance to be featured, but that's just an idea. It depends if we've got any volunteers, of course, who would want to do something like that. Oh, no. Oh, we got away with that. Okay, we have got away with a few things actually tonight. I have mistimed. Well, I mean, they're very minor mistimings, but they haven't been outside of the amount of room for error that this challenge allows, so that is why we're still going. Wow, 20 kilometers! Okay, I was not expecting we would see this. This was not in my imagination that this would happen. Which actually leads me to another point, is that sometimes things you don't even imagine can easily happen. I mean, I don't want to get too depressing, but I sometimes have moments where I just think nothing is ever going to work, nothing good is ever going to happen. I think like that all the time, and it's not a good way to be. But, you know, sometimes when you're feeling hopeless, or when you feel like the things that you want might not happen, that there's nothing good around the corner, I like to think that in this universe there is so many things that we don't know about. Like, the universe is about 14 billion light years wide. It's actually 13.8. It started 13.8 billion years ago, and that's just the observable universe. There's probably a lot beyond that. And despite its unimaginable size, we don't even know how our own bodies work. I mean, we don't understand. I mean, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible biologist. I'm the worst biologist in the world. But we don't know how DNA works. We don't really know what's going on inside us in a universe that's that big, and we don't even understand ourselves. So sometimes when I'm feeling... Jeez! Oh, I did not think I was going to get away with that. Right, back to what I was saying. Oh, that was... Yeah, so sometimes I just like to remind myself of how much we really don't know, because the amount we don't know is just... it's infinite, really. It's... I mean, we don't... Wait, what? Okay, well, that's the end of that. Alright, well, I'm very happy with that score. I started losing concentration towards the end. But yeah, sometimes when I'm feeling a bit hopeless, that nothing good can ever happen, I like to remind myself of how much is out there that we don't know about, and then put that into perspective, that we don't know what's around the corner, and there's probably something that we've never even imagined is going to happen, could happen. Something we'd never even thought of. And actually, I think that right there is an example of it. So sometimes I just remind myself of that when I feel like, when I feel like there's nothing to be hopeful for, I just remember that, and it does help. Well, there we go. Okay, that was good. Yeah, 21.78. I'm happy with that. Very close there to 6th. Just 500 meters behind. Oh, it'll be 50 meters actually. Alright, and now boys and girls, it is time for the grand finale. It is the weekly extreme challenge. It is a Murphy's dungeon, and we're looking to go as far as we can. It is 881 meters. We're looking to go for the gold, or 6,441 meters for the diamond. Alright, no, we're not actually going to do this. No. So yeah, obviously after that we're definitely not going to do another distance challenge, otherwise the video would just be way too long. But we will do this challenge this weekend, and maybe this will be the one time I actually play sensibly in it. Definitely got to think of some topics that we can cover while we do it. But for now, that is both the daily challenges done. Definitely happy with my scores. So that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.